you always on the go, and when you get to where you're going, you don't have what you need? Come with me as I walk through what I tote around on my various excursions. Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and today I want to talk about what I pack in my tote bag as I go on various excursions, whether it be to work or as I sit in the car and wait for one of my kids, or I take a trip with my bestie. I just want to share with you what I take and what I take on certain excursions. So this is my tote bag. It is by 31 Gifts, and I don't think they make it anymore, but I bought this back when I was a consultant many years ago, so it is quite old, but it is still the right size, and I love that it is kind of this, I don't know if it's leather, pleather, whatever, but it holds up well to all my excursions. So I'm either using this bag or my backpack that I use for work, which is just a Swiss Army backpack. To me, something durable is very important. I don't need it to necessarily be decorative, although this one is very pretty. I really go for function, just like in my planner life. So let me go ahead and share what's in my bag. The first thing that I always have on me is my planner. So my planner goes pretty much everywhere with me. Sometimes I leave it at home if I know all I want to do is journal, but for the most part, this is where all my life is. I do sometimes take sections out of my planner if I'm going on a true vacation and know that I won't be working. So last time I went to Florida, I'm pretty sure I kept these first few sections and then the rest stayed home. And it made the planner a ton lighter. And I definitely appreciated it when my daughter ended up having to share my backpack on the trip. The other thing that I almost always have with me is this little black tote. And I got it off of Amazon, and it just fits an A5 notebook perfectly. So let's unzip it and see what it looks like. So when I unzip it, this flap folds down and it is magnetic, and it can sit on any table very easily. There's also a space where you can put your phone or other personal device, as long as it's small, in here, and it does not tip the bag over, even if you don't have a notebook in here at all. So I do have 4 Leuchtturm notebooks in here, and let's just take them out. It's easy to take one or more out at a time, but these 4 Leuchtturm notebooks also have a pen loop on them, and I also have a highlighter on each one. So that means I always have 4 highlighters with me. So this blue or aqua notebook with the aqua highlighter is for the launch course that I'm doing with Mel Robbins. I keep all of my notes and daily trackers and tasks and all that in this notebook. Then I have my lavender notebook, which is my HB90 notebook. And in this notebook, it is getting rather thick, but I have all of my post-it notes for my Kanban board, the current Kanban board, as well as future Kanban board. So it does take up more room than if it did not have anything in it. Then I have my apricot notebook, and it is just for general journaling prompts that don't necessarily fit with any of my other notebooks. And then I have my yellow one, which is for my master course that I'm doing. So they all are very specific, but I don't like to mix notebooks, especially when I think I'm going to fill them. The blue one, I actually have a second one of because I am going through the pages very quickly, and it's a 3-month class. The purple is also pretty full already, and I plan on doing the HB90 system every quarter. The orange one, it doesn't have a lot in it. It's just random journaling. So I do like having a space for it, but I'm not afraid that I'm going to fill it up too quickly. And then the yellow one, once I finish the master course, if there's still room in it, I will put something else in the back. But I don't like to mix things up because then when I go back to look for something, it's harder to find. I do use Notion as well, but I really like to write things. It just helps me remember them better. So that's why I am really liking these Leuchtturm notebooks. And these are just A5 size, and I use the dot grid and the soft cover. The Hardcover may be a little bit thicker. You may only be able to fit 3 in this bag. I'm not sure how much thicker a hardcover makes these, but these are just dot grid A5 size notebooks. You may have also noticed that in the front here, there's also this zipper pocket. And in the zipper pocket, I do keep some skinny washi tape that of course coordinate with the notebooks. So I have a lavender, an orange, 2 aqua, and a yellow. And then I have a 6-inch ruler and my friction erasable pen. And I pretty much use this exclusively everywhere in my life, so I don't need much else except for this erasable pen. And I have erasable pens everywhere. There's one in my purse, there's one in my car, there's one in my backpack, there's an extra one in my pen case, so I'm never without this erasable pen. So if I were to run out of ink, I have backups. So these are the 2 things that I pretty much carry everywhere. The planner is actually probably heavier than this little black bag, but they are the things that I need and use most frequently. The next thing that I like to throw in my bag is my pen case, and most of the things in this pen case are my friction highlighters. I do have quite the variety, but I really like to color code when I'm putting my plan together for the day. There are quite the variety of colors in here, so no matter what I'm trying to color code, I like to have a color that corresponds, and there's a lot of things that I don't necessarily have a color for, so it's nice to have a few extras on hand as well. But this is the majority of my pen case right here. It is hard to tell, but this pen case has 2 sections in it. I do keep my pens on one side and my tools on the other. The other tools that I do have are a pencil, a Muji .38, an extra Friction 05, a Friction 07, and my 6-inch ruler. And there are a couple of things like this ruler and this pen that I have both in my pen case and in that black case. But if I am planning in my planner, I don't want to have to get into the black case in order to get out my ruler and my pen. So I'll grab my ruler and my pen from my pen case, as well as the highlighters. On the tool side, I have a few washi tapes that are just general that I can use in a lot of different ways. 2 of them are grid washies, and then the other one is just my favorite black and white stripe. And then I have just a plain pair of scissors, like a smaller size, and a bigger friction eraser. And this is nice if I decide that I pretty much want to start from scratch. This eraser tends to not hold the ink or spread it around, if that makes sense. So I like to use this if I need to erase a lot of area. But this particular pen case is a Heidi Swapp pen case. It's not that I love this particular brand, it's just that I like that it has this divider in the middle. Most of the other pen cases that I have do not have that divider. So that's why I usually go with this one. And then I normally have my computer with me, but I did throw in the iPad for display purposes since I am taping on my laptop. But I normally either have my personal laptop, my work laptop, or the iPad just so I can get to Notion as well as my Google Calendar. Both of those things really inform what go into my planner, so I feel like I need to have something a little bit bigger than my phone with me. And last but not least, I did throw in some stickers. So I have some text here. I like either text or quotes. I have a Mojo Jojo Plans boxes sticker book, as well as a Live Love Posh floral sticker book. I really like florals and they're easy for me to use, so I would definitely throw in something like this. Or if I had a specific theme going on for my planner already and I was working with a current week, I would throw those stickers in. But I always travel super light when it comes to these stickers. And since I have some neutral washi tapes already with me, any of these would work with any of these stickers. So I feel like it's a good combination. It's always good to have some neutrals with you. And then I'm betting that at least one of the friction highlighters that I have, even if I had to pick from just those 4 highlighters that I have in the black bag, I bet one of those would work with these stickers. So here is all of the supplies that I tote with me on a fairly regular basis. Let me know down below what you would leave at home and if there's anything that I didn't include here. But thanks for coming along with me today. I hope that everybody's having a great week, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy travels. Bye.